We've been working on finishing up our Factory 5 Cobra replica kit car, and I thought it would be nice if we had some custom stuff, you know, give it a little flair of our own. When Makera reached out to us and asked if we would like one of their Carvera air machines in exchange for a video, I said, would I? And they said, you could make a would I with it, but I would not recommend using it. But anyway, these are the emblems that come with the Cobra. This goes on the side fender above the little vents. And this is a horn button. This is a steering wheel center button thing. Anyway, I don't know what to call it, but it goes right there. And that's the center of the steering wheel. Actually, let me show you. And then this goes in the steering wheel. Now, there's nothing wrong with these, but it would be cool to make our own. That was my whole goal to reach with this machine. I've been using it for the past couple weeks, not quite 2 weeks, and still got some work to do, but I'm going to show you what we were able to accomplish. So the machine itself is able to work with pretty much any softer material: wood, plastic, aluminum, copper, brass, carbon fiber, PCB, epoxy resin, probably foam. Setting up the Carvera Air is super easy. The hardest part is lifting this bad boy. It's about 67 pounds by itself. Tip your UPS driver or FedEx driver or whatever. Once you got it where you want it, you simply rip off the plastic, take out the packing material, plug it in, mount your phone holder, and you're pretty much ready to go. The Carvera Air also ships with a materials box. It's got some various materials that you can use for the pre-programmed projects to help get you familiar with the machine. But it also comes with the examples guide, which will walk you through each of these steps. For someone like me that is not familiar with much CNCing at all, having this to help you get started is pretty awesome. The first project we tried out was the LED light. That ain't going nowhere. All right, let's get the file downloaded.
Is that the dance you got to do before you load the file?
Yeah,
I like it.
so that there's different circuits. Woo, that's super sharp.
Did you just cut yourself?
I might have drawn blood. Dang, careful.
Yeah.
Careful, guys.
I'm standing back here. Just don't worry. I'm just standing back here.
You know something I don't know?
It's gonna fling a little bit of stuff, but you should be good.
Oh, look at that.
Just get up a little bit closer. How's
All
the
right.
progress?
Look at it.
Dang, that's clean.
It's way clean. All right, I've never done this before. So the point of the solder mask is to, you know, it's a covering. Solder mask prevents the solder from bridging these gaps or flowing down into other stuff to prevent a short.
So, quick question. Do the different colors matter?
I don't know, never done this before. I don't think so.
So explain why you're doing it that way. Is it coating the whole thing?
Yeah, you're supposed to coat the whole thing. And we roll it. Oh, that was too much.
You can never have too much.
So the Carvera Air has a rear USB port. One for programming, but one also to charge your phone, which conveniently also will power this UV light. So the UV light, the solder mask is UV cured. So this UV light, woo, we'll cure it. We'll try 5 minutes and see what happens. See you in 5 minutes. Look at that texture. It's like bark. It's on purpose. Sure. So we went I went a little thick. I won't drag Marte into this. I went a little thick. This took about 25 minutes to cure. But I think it's ready to go. And when you're using that stuff, you probably ought to use gloves because it stains pretty good. Look at that.
Rolling.
All right, next up is the corn bit. Why is it called the corn bit? Your guess is as good as mine. Somebody must have wanted to eat it. That's little.
Don't break it. It's about as easy as you can get on a CNC machine.
Yeah. You're jealous you didn't have this at your job.
I am pretty jealous. I want one of these at my house.
Well, you can have one at your house. It's
For
$29.99. This pass should drill holes for to put, things. Hold on. Wait.
Perfect.
The holes have been drilled, and now we have to uncover some of the copper from the mask so that we'll have something to solder to. Alright, it's a good thing this comes with practice projects because we messed up. We had the bits backwards. Luckily there was no crash or broken bits. So we're gonna go again. Mistakes, they happen. They make sure the same mistake doesn't happen in the future. It's a learning experience. Thanks for learning with us.
Make me want steak now.
All right. Having a display screen is a much better option in your workspace. So if you don't have a laptop nearby, put your phone in there, get you a little tablet, something. Way more handy this
So
way.
does it show the same stuff as the desktop?
Sure does.
That's pretty nice.
It looks identical. And apparently, it works for everything. Mac, PC, iOS, Android, the other stuff.
It's nice that the app is the same as the desktop because a lot of times they're completely different.
Yeah, you're missing a feature or something's put somewhere else. Sometimes, like on Instagram, you can watch stuff from your computer, but you can't do anything unless you're running it on your phone. It's pretty rude. Instagram. Mark Zuckerberg. Everything you should be able to run on PC or Mac. Everything.
Oh, tell them how you feel about it. Jeez.
Well, you want to know how I feel about it? You guys don't got to make it all complicated. Thank you, Makera, for making it easy. All right, now we run it again. All right. I have no hopes of this actually working, but I think you can see what we're going for since they gave us some red, white, and blue masking material. Oh, that blue's gonna be a nightmare. Alright, now we clean this up so we don't get the blue. Oh, that looks nice. Look at that.
I like it. I like it. So we should have did the blue, cured it, and the white.
Well, I know, but I ain't got that kind of time.
We got nothing but... Ooh! That's pretty light.
Oh, missing some mask. Oh, I smudged it.
I mean, on camera, it still looks alright. Let's get it from distance.
Not too bad.
Yeah. I've seen worse. That's what it's supposed to do. Spot to spot around too.
All right, let's move on to the next step. All right, this is a little bit louder. Let's see how loud it is.
About 78-ish.
78, 80.
Open her up.
That blocks a significant amount of noise. Woo! We got those little tabs so that it doesn't actually accidentally like break, and then stuff goes crazy. The bit go, and this will be rattling, and then the bit goes snap.
Damn, did you just rap?
Yeah.
That was sweet.
That was the bit snap wrap. Alright, we got it sort of sanded. If you want to know a little trick to get a nice glossy finish out of ABS, just use a little acetone. It melts it. Just a little swipe. It's not a smooth finish, but it's kind of got a nice little texture. I think I'll keep the texture. Makes it more organic. Woo! That's pretty.
That came out pretty good.
Not too shabby. To check out the accuracy of the Carvera Air, here I cut a 1" by 2" hole, and then I also cut out a 1" by 2" rectangle just to see how how accurate this is. If it really is as accurate as they say. So I've got a machinist block here, or a 1, 2, 3 block, which is 1" by 2" by 3". Spot on 1". Or 10 thousandths difference. Not too shabby. On the inside, cut. About the same. So I wonder if I can shove this back in this hole and make one piece of metal again. Alright, so this has rounded edges because well, you're not going to get a perfect square in there. So let me chamfer the edges of this, and then we'll see if we can make it happen. Alright, I've got those radius. They kind of match up. goes. All right, I might be able to do that. One hand. It went in. It doesn't even look like it shaved off any metal that was already there. That's pretty cool. With that, I decided I would try to make a custom Curious George wheel centerpiece for George, because George is Curious George. So I thought this would be cool if we could put this, and look at that, slides right in there. The final project I wanted to try with the Carvera Air was doing the little fender emblems for the kit car, and you can see the different tool paths. The top one I did with the Makera cam, very simple tool paths, and this one I set up in Fusion, and you can see some more advanced paths, and this was way quicker. However, I did mess both of them up. There's supposed to be a chamfer on this edge, which I accidentally cut off of this one. And then even on this one, I tried to restart from a certain point, but my material had moved and I cut off two of the edges on this one. So I've made some refinements in Fusion, and we're gonna cut out a side emblem. I think I got it figured out. The Factory 5 MK4, which is a Shelby Cobra replica. It's the Factory 5 is based off the 427, and you can pick up a 427 Cobra logo anywhere all day, but we're not running a 427, we're running a 5-liter Coyote engine. So I couldn't really find one of these emblems, so having the chance to make one is totally awesome. Anyway, so I sanded this up so you can see it a little bit better. I think it's 99% of the way there. I gotta figure out why that tool path didn't I gotta figure out why that tool path didn't get created. There's some slight variation in that cut. It's a little offset. And then there's this line along the chamfer. I think I need to get some smaller end mills, some more engraving bits to replace all the ones I broke, and I'm pretty sure I can get a nice clean version of this and at a pretty fast speed. This goes along with any custom stuff you do. Like, the more you can make yourself, the better. And I mean, obviously the machine made it, but it takes human input for a machine to work for now. So so if you like making your own stuff, there you go. There's one more thing you can add to your your bag. So thank you, Makera, for sending us the Carvera Air. If you want to get your own, there's probably no better time than now. Who knows what's going to go on with tariffs? And Makera is currently having a Memorial Day sale. So this lists for $29.99. Currently, it's at $23.99. Plus, if you use our promo code MALAB100 off, you'll get $100 off your purchase. You can also click the link in the description. Thank you for watching me ramble on about this machine, and until next time, we'll see you next time.